Flagstaff has an amazing waterfall that is a little off the beaten path. It is called Grand Falls by some, but we called it Chocolate Falls because the water is very brown and reminded us of a fondue fountain. Grand Falls is closed to the public. People used to be infected with malaria to cure syphilis. The man who came up with this crazy but workable idea was awarded the Nobel Prize. Yes, that's exactly what it was for. It was Julius Wagner-Jauregg. Malaria causes a very high temperature that kills the syphilis bacteria in the human body. But then patients were treated for malaria. At that time, there were no antibiotics. Syphilis was a direct threat to life, and malaria was already known to be treated. The flickering of giant honeybees is transmitted to each other and serves as a warning signal to a predator as well as a means of alerting associates. Giant honeybees do not bother to build a closed nest, but build an open, flat honeycomb directly on the branch of a tree or rock ledge. Of course, there are plenty of bees, wasps, birds, even elephants who want to make an attempt on this nest. Bees have disease-causing stings against such desires, but before they attack in a bunch, they politely warn by raising their abdomens as if to show what they are going to do to the enemy if he does not calm down. The result is a shimmering wave. From the outside, it looks like a cluster of bees shimmering. The Rani Ki Vav well, also known as Chand Bauri, is located in the town of Abaneri in the state of Rajasthan, India. This amazing historical monument was built in the 18th century and is a stepped well with 3,500 steps. The Rani Ki Vav well has a unique architecture consisting of many tiers connected by stairs. Each level has its own platform. The history of the Rani Ki Vav well is linked to the legend of Princess Rani Padmini, who was known for her beauty and wisdom. According to the legend, the princess sacrificed her life to save her people from starvation. In her memory, the well was named Rani Ki Vav, which means the well of the princess. Today, the Rani Ki Vav well is a popular tourist attraction, attracting thousands of visitors each year. Its unique architecture and history make it one of the most interesting historical monuments in India. Is an African safari on your bucket list? It should be. Africa has so much to offer, from spectacular scenery, friendly people, and cultural treasures to beautiful beaches. But above all, it is the wildlife and safari lifestyle that will draw you back again and again. Once you go on your first safari, Africa gets into your blood. You develop a deep desire to return to this magical continent and start planning your next African safari vacation. Be warned, Africa is very addictive. Safaris in Africa are trips into the wilderness to observe animals in the wild, and especially in Kenya and Tanzania, a large part of which are national parks. Safaris are what you associate with Africa. Palau is 328 islands, large and small, high and low, volcanic and limestone, inaccessible and welcoming with white sand. Only 8 of the 328 islands are inhabited, the rest is wilderness. Palau is a Mecca for divers. They come from all over the world because only here are all the conditions for a comfortable stay in the depths of the sea, the absence of strong currents, super transparent water, an unusually rich underwater world, and summer all year round. China's Fuchunjiang River is known for the world's largest tidal waves. Sometimes they form crisscrossing waves, and it looks especially spectacular at sunset. Sumidero Canyon is incredibly old and well-preserved. Some of its towering walls began to form over 35 million years ago. The Grijalva River, Rio Grijalva, which formed Sumidero Canyon, still flows through it today. The Chiapas region of Mexico is not as well known as some of the other regions, so you won't find the area overrun with tourists. However, the locals know how special it is. 80% of Sumidero Canyon's annual visitors are Mexican nationals. Canon del Sumidero is one of the 20 most beautiful canyons in the world. Along with the ancient city of Palenque, it is one of the most visited attractions in the state of Chiapas, Mexico. Under the vast blue sky, on a rugged, rocky hill, he fell, bruised, battered, and broken. He looked up to the sky in despair, praying for his Lord to come. His claws clenched in great pain, his beak wide open in a desperate cry, deeply disappointed, yet brave. Where he fell, we honor the story of his bravery with the world's largest bird sculpture. Jatayu is a demigod in the form of a falcon. Jatayu is the embodiment of bravery and chivalry. Risking his life, he tried his best to save Sitha from her kidnapper. Thus, the Jatayu sculpture stands as a towering tribute to the safety and honor of women. Jatayu also represents a bygone era when humans, animals, birds, and other living forms cared for each other and coexisted peacefully on this earth. Located in northern Tanzania, Lake Natron is famous for its extremely high salinity, extremely high alkalinity, and killer temperatures of up to 60 degrees Celsius. There are only a few species of animals that have managed to adapt to this harsh environment, but if any other animal touches the water, it will burn its skin and kill it. Sodium carbonate deposits then immortalize the body, turning it into a veritable mummy. Since 1937, the English town of High Wycombe, County Buckinghamshire, has had an annual tradition of weighing the mayor and his deputies to see if they have got fat at the public's expense.
Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay! Ladies and gentlemen of this venerable town of High Wycombe, today is the annual weighing in of the mayor.
If they weighed more than the year before, they were to be pelted with tomatoes and ridiculed in every way possible. If they lost weight, they should be praised and given gifts. This is the only town in the UK that observes this curious tradition.
The new mayor of High Wycombe, Councillor Nathan Thomas, and no more.
A futuristic natural mystery, in Sam Wan in Buingkan Province, Thailand, is the rock of 3 whales that majestically swim out of the mountains. The rocks were formed 75 million years ago and create the illusion of a family of whales swimming in the middle of a forest. Only 2 of the rocks, mother whale and father whale, are accessible by foot. The baby whale is inaccessible by land. The site is not very popular. Moreover, relatively recent images from space have shown that there are several other such natural structures in the jungle, the existence of which was not known even to the locals. Kelamutu is a volcano in Indonesia with 3 colorful lakes. Because each lake has a different color, Kelamutu is a popular tourist attraction. Kelamutu's 3 lakes, which contain different minerals, change color over the years from black to turquoise, reddish-brown, or green. The lake to the west of the volcano is called Tivuatambupu, Old Men's Lake. The other 2 are called Tivunuamuri Kotai, Boys and Girls Lake, and Tivuatapolo, Enchanted Lake. Nossa Senhora dos Remedios in Lamego is a majestic Baroque church in Portugal, known for its monumental staircase decorated with tiles and sculptures. Built in the 18th century, it serves as an important pilgrimage site, distinguished by its distinctive architecture and religious festivities held in September during the celebration of Nossa Senhora dos Remedios. The Tabata Marine Reserve is a fascinating place that rivals the Great Barrier Reef in terms of biodiversity. Less than 1% of the marine reserve is land, the rest is pure water, home to over 1,000 species of exotic marine life. The carpet of colorful coral polyps extends over 10 hectares, and underwater visibility on a clear day is more than 50 meters. That is why Tabata Reef is considered one of the 7 new wonders of the world, and to visit it is a dream of every diver. According to the most conservative estimates, the reef is about 15 million years old, making it one of the oldest on the planet. There is an amazing pink beach on the island of Komodo in Indonesia. The unusual color is the result of the presence of small particles of red coral crushed by water in the sand. Pink Beach is included in the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. At the same time it is a wild beach, there are no sunbeds or umbrellas. The Lençóis Maranhenses National Park in Brazil is one of the most mysterious places in the world. The vast flat area of the park is covered with huge sand dunes that reach up to 40 meters in height. During the rainy season, 300 times more rain falls here than in the famous Sahara. Water accumulates between the dunes, creating a uniquely beautiful landscape. The Thermae di Saturnia are located in Italy, in the southern region of Tuscany. In the early 18th century, the local hot springs were considered an excellent cure for skin diseases. According to legend, the term di Saturnia were created by lightning from Jupiter. During a violent quarrel between the two mythological deities, the arrows thrown at Saturn did not hit him, but split the rock from which fiery, hot water gushed. Danish holiday village in the district of Nærum, near Copenhagen. It was designed by the world-famous Danish landscape architect Søren Carl Theodor Marius Sørensen. Sørensen was attracted to modernism and geometric forms. Perhaps that's why he chose such a strange shape for the courtyards. Some sources say he wanted to create a grid of ovals, but in the end the courtyards were arranged in a very chaotic order. Look at the giant blue whale coming out of the ocean.